thank you so much. I just hope I can stop by and inspire you just a little bit on what I see is happening in your journey along the way. And maybe share a story that hopefully will inspire you on your journey along the way. So thank you so much. So throughout life, you're going to face challenges. You're going to face adversity. It's all good. Been there, done that. But, you can overcome it. Don't worry about it. In 1975 and 1979, I met this young kid. This young kid left his home and family and traveled from, a faraway land and traveled to the United States to hang out with his sister. He just wanted a better opportunity. It was tough. Growing up, it was tough. Living in, the ghetto, it was tough. But it was a road between the ghetto and where that kid lived. On the other side was a great opportunity that young kid saw. And so that young kid decided on his own to cross the road. So that kid crossed the road, found some friends on the other side, and found a mentor. That kid found a mentor that was a sergeant major in the United States Army, and he wanted to emulate what that sergeant major was doing. Just made him feel really good inside. And so he continued, and he found a way to use the address of that sergeant major for a better opportunity and attend a better school. That kid went on to that school, and the reason why he really needed to get there was because, this opportunity would make his life better. But again, it was a struggle living in the ghetto. Didn't have, all the clothes and the necessary things that he needed. So this kid decided while in school, in high school, he decided to join Navy ROTC. Not only for another better opportunity, but that kid joined because he needed extra clothes, needed a jacket to keep warm. And so he got into school and got a chance to be part of this great environment. And while there, that kid rose through the ranks inside that ROTC program and became the commander of that program, with mentors and other friends around that helped along the way. On graduation, the kid decided that he wanted to cross the road one more time and join the military. Just because family couldn't put him through college or anything. So that kid joined the Army. Got into the Army, and the private rose to the ranks of E7 in the Army really quickly. But he decided he needed to cross the road one more time. So he crossed the road and he became a warrant officer, really a technician in the field that kid was in. He rose to the rank of CW2, which is a pretty senior rank in the warrant officer at that time, because they didn't have CW5, they only had CW4. And so the kid said, not enough. So mentors, again, got behind that kid, pushed that kid, and said, I want to become an officer. Went to school at night. This kid went to school at night, got degrees in order to become an officer in the United States Army. Went to OCS, Officer Candidate School, became an officer in the United States Army, and rose through the ranks with people behind him, pushing to get that kid where he needed to be. And that kid rose to the rank of 2-star general in the United States Army. He's standing in front of you right now and speaking to you, talking about me. That's my story. But it's because of people that you see sitting out here, elected leaders and all these other leaders that help push that kid across the finish line. And that's what's happening right now. We're all pushing you across the finish line. We all want you to get there. That's why we're standing here. That's why we're taking time out of our schedule in order to be with you. Because we want to push you across the finish line. We want you to cross that road and become who you want to be. And hopefully, you achieve. So I'm going to leave you with a couple of things. We'll talk to you about 3 specific things: motivation, staying true to yourself, and then a little bit about resilience. So 1, we'll talk to you about motivation. When you're setting your goals, I want you to dream big. I want you to go big, and I want you to achieve big. When it comes to discipline, I want you to increase productivity. And I want you to have fewer distractions in your life. Don't let anything distract you from achieving that discipline in your life. When it comes to leadership, I want you to create a vision and then a positive change along that way. When it comes to responsibility, I want you to own it. When you do something wrong, own it. Stand up and own it. I want you to stay curious. If you get into a job, I want you to stay curious about it, about everything around you. Stay curious. I want you to improve your communications, your self-esteem, and I want you to improve your character along the way. Staying true to yourself. My life is my story. You heard my story. That's Ghana. That's the message that he passed. My life is my story. I want you to have your life story as well. I want you to tell it. And don't be afraid to tell it to anybody. And keep living up to it. I want you to lead by example. I want you to make a difference wherever you go. You heard my story, and I try to make a difference wherever I go. Surround yourself with the right people. Those who have your best interests in mind. Nobody else. If they don't have your best interests, turn right and move away. Turn right and move away. And everybody out here needs to help them do that. Everyone needs to help them do that. I want you to love yourself before anybody else. Love yourself before anybody else. That's the way it is. I want you to build healthy relationships along the way. In the Army, we call it being all you can be. I try to be all I can be. I explained it to you in my story. I try to be all I can be. I want you to be part of something bigger than yourself. That's what the Army is all about. This is something bigger than ourselves. Those who are wearing the uniform and the cloth right now. We're trying to do something bigger than ourselves. I often tell kids, the reason why we do what we do is so that tomorrow morning when you wake up, you can have running water in your house. You can have food on the grocery shelves. You can have gas at the gas station. And you can have a cookout tonight and watch a football game. That's why we do what we do, to make sure you have the freedom that it takes to do that. We join, again, for a bigger reason. I want you to stay away from, challenge yourself to don't settle for any mediocrity at all, not at all. If you do decide to join one of our services along the way, everyone here will have your back. And we'll help you get to the height that you need to get to. Continue to grow and develop. Don't stop now. This is just a small stop in your life, but you got to continue to develop and grow along the way. Continue to educate yourself. Let's continue to mentor them, and you become a mentor as well. And then I want you to continue to learn life skills along the way. Don't stop learning them now. You got to continue to learn them along the way. And become a part of a community that will support you all the way through and through. So you're learning something now. You receive some training. You need to give back. That's why I'm here. I'm giving back to be part of your journey along the way. So when it comes to resiliency, failure isn't the end. Success is not failure. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. I want you to adapt and overcome. And I'll leave you with these last 2 things. This journey doesn't end right here. It does not end right here. Everyone is here to help you carry your journey on. And I want to be part of that. And lastly, if you're not changing, you're choosing. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks a lot.